Hi, it's Tina Brinkley, Potts business strategist, online marketing trainer, and success coach. And I'm so excited because I have Clate Mask with me from Keap. So Clate is phenomenal. I've been an Infusionsoft user for over 10 years, and I'm just really excited for the things we're doing together. So I asked Clate if he would do a little talk with me where we're talking about how sales and marketing automation is the great equalizer. So Clate, hi, thank you so much.
You bet, Tina. Great to be with you. Thanks so much for having me. And thanks for being a customer for over 10 years. That's awesome.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. So first and foremost, I want to publicly thank Clate because he is giving a nonprofit I work with a $12,000 grant to help Black women-owned businesses. And I just feel like I have to tell this story before we go any further. I sent Clate a video and an email, and he responded yes in less than an hour. So to me, it was like he didn't even think about it. He was like, oh, yes, I'm going to do this. Like, I was not expecting to get a reply back that fast. I just wasn't.
Well, thanks. That is a perfect example of you being in the mind of your customer, so to speak. Like what you shared, so here's what Tina did that she didn't say. She sent a video, it was about a 15-minute video, and she said, look, and it was just her in her car. And she said, Clay, I love what you're doing with the Keep Going grant, helping small businesses. And we announced that our second Keep Going fund, we were going to be doing half of the $100,000 would be to empower Black-owned businesses. And I said, listen, you sent this message to me, and it was like you were perfectly in my mind of what we were thinking. It was that we wanted to figure out, okay, how can we use entrepreneurship to help with the social injustice that we see? We're not going to be able to eliminate social injustice, but there are things we can do. And the DNA of this company is all about empowering entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. And so let's empower Black entrepreneurs. That was the thought that we had, and we had come to that and said, we can do things here. And so your message just hit at a perfect time. I watched that 15-minute video and I said, okay, what would this look like? How could we do this? And from there, you defined it a little bit more. I got the right people on our team, and away we went.
Yes. Yeah, it was very inspiring. I have to tell you that, because like I said, it was less than an hour. And if I look down, it's because I have specific questions I want to ask you. So, the main thing that I wanted to talk about before we get started, though, is even though I'm saying, and we're saying, that sales and marketing automation is the great equalizer, we are not in any way trying to diminish any of the other work that is happening in the world today. We know that injustice exists, and we know that there are other people who are better versed at some of that stuff. We're going to do what we're good at, and that's how we're going to help. So I just wanted to make sure I stated that first, because sometimes we can't fit everything in one conversation. Yeah. And so I'm not meaning this, and neither is Clate, as a end all, where all, but this is where we can help, and we know we can do a good service.
Thanks for saying that. I feel exactly the same way. You know, we acknowledge, we all see the social injustice that's occurred for hundreds of years. We can't go and fix that all right away. What we can do, and what you and I can do, is we can empower Black entrepreneurs, and that's what we're going to do.
And that's what we're going to do. So just to give everybody a statistic, right now, Black women-owned businesses generate a revenue of $24,000 compared to all women at $142,000. And that was one of the things that I talked to Clate about. And when we think of what we do in sales and marketing automation, we know that once we understand that perfect customer, we can duplicate and scale very easily. What do you think, Clate?
Totally agree. I love the fact that you're calling out this as an equalizer. This is a way where entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs can get a leg up by using sales and marketing automation. And let me just say this really quickly. Part of the reason, when I said to you, you did a great job in your 15-minute video of getting right inside of my head. It's because we know how powerful women entrepreneurs are, and we know what we can do to empower Black entrepreneurs. And so you pulled it all together and said, women, Black entrepreneurs, we can empower them with this software, with these capabilities. And so it was just, the timing was perfect. Just about a month ago, my co-founder and I we did a webinar with a bunch of our women partners who are out serving customers. They're doing exactly what you do across helping small businesses everywhere. And one of the really cool stats that they shared with me and Scott when we were talking was how the percentage of women entrepreneurs who are the sole breadwinner in their family. And this a lot of times gets overlooked. And I think there's sometimes an antiquated notion that the woman entrepreneur, it's a side thing. It's not the main source of income. And certainly that's true, just like it is across all of entrepreneurship. But you said the same thing to me in your video. You said, look, these Black women that I empower and that I'm helping, they are the breadwinner in their families more often than not. They're the ones that are bringing home the bacon. So let's empower them and bring to them the sales and marketing automation capabilities that we know is a game changer for entrepreneurs.
Yes, 84.4% of Black women are the breadwinners in their families.
Astounding.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, Clay, again, thank you, because I feel like we can do this all day. So let me really get to my questions, or I will keep you here, and I know that you're busy.
No, I'm happy to do this.
If we're talking about this being a great equalizer, let's talk about how this can help a local business become global, because right now we're in the middle of a pandemic. So trying to sell all of the time to your neighbors who are also social distancing might not be the best way.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's why it's so important to get your message out beyond just your local area. Now, there are some local businesses who do an amazing job just serving that local community, and they have no intention, no desire, no need in many cases to go beyond that community. But most entrepreneurs, they need to get their message out to their following, to their people, the folks that are interested in their message. They need to get that out beyond a geographical boundary. And so, what happened with the pandemic is it made everybody more aware of the fact that we need to get online and we need to reach out and serve customers wherever they are, not just in our local community. So that's why your email marketing is really important. That's why your online lead generation capabilities is really important. Cultivating a conversation with people who are interested in what you bring to the world is really critical. And you do that with an online platform like Keap. And that's why you and I are talking. It's, part of what we say is the great equalizer is the marketing capabilities, the message you can get out there. Yeah. But we'll get to the automation in just a second.
Okay. I love that answer. So then my next one, Clate, is how using sales and automation software like Keap can help you sell even when you're doing something else, like taking care of your family, because you're the breadwinner, right, but you still got to nurture your family.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why the online capabilities of what we offer is so important, because you can do business while you are serving your family, taking care of other things. So, a simple example is you can have a form on your site that processes an order so that, let's just kind of go through the whole scenario. You put something out there, it can be on your website, it can be an email message, somebody clicks on it, is interested, fills out a lead form. That lead comes into Keap. Keap follows up automatically, sending the right messages to that prospect. That prospect now is ready to buy what you offer. They can call you up and spend your time doing that, or they can go to your website and fill out the form and purchase right there. The point about sales and marketing automation software is you can literally set it and forget it. You can have it running in the background so that it's working for you while you're working for your family or doing something else.
Yes, and that's my story. So for me, Clate, that's why I've been an Infusionsoft user for so long, because not only was I taking care of my kids, but I was also taking care of my elderly relatives. And while I want to earn a living, my message was always people before money. So I was taking my elderly relatives to doctor's appointments. I was taking my elderly relatives to whatever it is that they need. They need me to read something, I would read it, whatever the version. But that's what Infusionsoft allowed me to do. It allowed me to be there while at the same time provide financially for my family. So when it came to me to become a partner, it was a no-brainer just because of how much and how much of a part that this has been of my life and my business for so long.
Well, I love it. Thanks for sharing your story. I never tire of hearing those stories. I've heard hundreds, even thousands of them over and over and over. And here's what happens that I think a lot of people don't realize. A lot of entrepreneurs kind of miss this. We get into business because we want freedom. We don't want to work for someone else and have everything dictated to us. We want freedom. So what happens is the entrepreneur starts the business for freedom, but then starts to realize that they don't have freedom, that their lives are controlled by the business, by customers' needs, so sometimes by employees' needs, by different technology. There's all kinds of things. And suddenly the entrepreneur who went into business to find freedom and to have an impact on the world is feeling completely owned and controlled by the business. And it's kind of a dark side of entrepreneurship that we don't talk about. It ends up causing a lot of problems. It causes relationship problems, health problems, total life imbalance problems. And the reason why we talk about sales and marketing automation being the great equalizer is it enables you to get out of that world of where you're constantly trading your time for dollars. Most entrepreneurship, most of us, we go through life and we trade our time for dollars. And when you're an entrepreneur, you want to have freedom, but you find that you're having to do all the work to make things go. And you're trying to take care of your family, but you got to take care of customers. When you take care of customers, it's because you're taking care of family, but your family doesn't understand that because they need you right now. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So when you put sales and marketing automation in place, it actually enables you to have freedom and the impact that you're after. It enables you to have a successful business and a successful life because you can put the system in place and it can be working for you when you can't be there tending to your customers. And that's what is so powerful about it. And many people think it's just a pipe dream. Oh, that's not possible. No, it's totally possible. And that's why I never tire of hearing the stories like the one you just shared. Thank you.
Yes, definitely totally possible. And, that brings me to my next one. When you organize your sales and marketing process, that it actually helps you get more customers. You guys talk a lot about life cycle marketing, right? And I typically call it the buying process, but we're really talking about the same thing, that only 3% of people are actually impulse buyers. It really takes the relationship. So can you go into life cycle marketing a little bit?
Yeah. So most of the time what happens for entrepreneurs is entrepreneurs get pretty good at realizing if I don't sell, I go out of business. It doesn't take long to learn that lesson. And so entrepreneurs, we get really good at, okay, I got to sell. I got to, pay the rent. I got to, put food on the table. I got to sell. But what happens is we get into this mode where our timing is what dictates our sales activity. So, the reality though is that people buy when they're ready to buy, not when we're ready to sell. And yet entrepreneurs serve customers, serve their family. Now I got to go sell. Serve customers, take care of prospects, do some stuff on my website, take care of my family. Now I got to go sell. Well, in that time that you have to sell, most of the prospects, it's not their time to buy. And so you get this mismatch where an entrepreneur is running like crazy, spinning their wheels, trying to make ends meet, trying to make this whole thing work, and juggling all these different balls. And in the time that they have to sell, they miss because it's not the time for the customer to buy. So when we flip that and we say, okay, we have a, as you call it, a buying journey or a customer life cycle, as we say, we've got this customer life cycle from the point that you first have interaction with that customer until the point that they become a buying customer, or repeat customer, or refer, a raving fan, right? There is a life cycle. And by the way, it's a really important thing to realize. The goal isn't to get a customer. The goal is to get a customer that becomes a repeat buyer, a referrer, a true raving fan. Because raving fans drive profit in your business, whereas a customer, you can just be serving the customer, and you actually are never really getting ahead. Raving fans get you ahead. So this life cycle that we talk about, this customer life cycle, the name of the game is to actually lay that out in your business and ultimately to automate that whole process. And when you do that, it is magic. I mean, it is absolutely magic when you do it. Now, why do I say it's magic? Because it works on the customer's timeline, not yours. It replicates you, so it's following up and automating things and giving you time back in your day. It gives you a peace of mind as an entrepreneur that is priceless, because your customer is being followed up with, it's being taken care of, and you're not the one having to. It's the anxiety that you live with as an entrepreneur that can be the thing that is the biggest challenge. And that anxiety gets calmed down. That peace of mind comes into place because you have a system to manage from the moment that prospect comes into your life and into your business, all the way through to them becoming a paying customer, a repeat business, and a raving fan. So that's, in a nutshell, life cycle marketing is three things. It's collecting the leads, converting the customer, and creating raving fans. There's a journey of how you do that. There's a process for how you do that. Our software is the system to automate that.
Yes, I love that. And, as a consultant, we help put you into that sales and marketing automation. Because I know as a consultant, a lot of times people think that we're trying to take them out of their business when actually we're doing the exact opposite. We're amplifying who they are and actually helping them feel almost like they have another set of hands, because it's doing it as they're doing something else. So I love what you said. Thank you so much for doing this. This was amazing.
Tina, and thank you for what you do as one of our partners. We have literally thousands of partners now who do this to help entrepreneurs put this in place. And I love it. I always tell them, look, if you'll specialize in your area of expertise as a partner, you will distance yourself from competition. You will stand out to your ideal prospect, your ideal customer. And that's what you do. And you've specialized. And thank you for the specialty that you've created. And thank you for giving us an opportunity to partner with you and empower Black women entrepreneurs.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And I think, I've been in some groups lately just watching many people who aren't looking to go back to work, who are starting businesses, and other people who are just looking, how are they going to survive during this time of uncertainty? And I really think you gave some great examples and what they could do in this video. So I thank you so very much.
Well, thank you so much, Tina. This has been great. I love what you're doing. We're excited to partner with you on this, and we look forward to empowering more entrepreneurs.
Awesome. So, hey guys, if you haven't signed up for Keap yet, there will be a link in this description. If you are signing up through me, you get a series of videos that walk you through step by step. I literally hold your hand. I want you, if you can type a Word document, you can work Keap. And I make sure I teach you in a way that becomes empowering to you so that you can use it. So please don't struggle any longer. Make sure to start using things that will work in your business right now, even during a crisis. So, Clate, do you have anything else, any final words you want to say?
Thanks so much for being an Infusionsoft customer. We should probably say that Infusionsoft is the high end of our Keap product line. We have Grow, Pro, and Infusionsoft. And so we started as Infusionsoft, but now we've created Keap and Keap Pro, which are a little lighter, easier version of our software. But for those who need all the bells and whistles, we have the Infusionsoft product. And that's where you started. You're an expert there, and you bring your expertise to these customers. Probably your customers mostly are using Keap Pro, I would guess.
Yes, they are. Yep, that's the best version right now to get people started on, but also get the power of the campaign builder, because that's right. My favorite.
That's where all the automation is. So, and that's why Keap Pro is a really cool combination of the ease of use and the powerful campaign builder that we've created, which is the automation, and you're an expert with it. So your people are, let me just say to you, you're in good hands with Tina. She knows what she's doing. She knows the software, she knows marketing, she knows entrepreneurship, and she can help you create sales and marketing automation in your software, in your business, so that you can have the business that you want and the life that you want.
Awesome. Thanks, Clate. Thanks again. Thanks for this. Thanks for the grant. You know, just thanks just for who you are anyway. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tina.
Awesome. I'll see everybody soon. Bye now.